Are you curious about the origins of different ethnic groups and how they relate to biblical accounts? Have you ever wondered about the descendants of Noah's 3 sons and their impact on the diverse peoples we see today? According to the Holy Scriptures, all current peoples are believed to be descendants of Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This includes various ethnic groups, including those with dark skin, whose lineage is said to originate from Ham, one of Noah's sons. Ham is the brother of Shem and Japheth, who represent different groups of people. Shem represents the Semitic peoples such as Arabs, Jews, Syrians, and others, while Japheth represents the Europeans and Asians. The term Hamites or Hamite originally referred to people descended from Ham or his son Canaan, according to biblical accounts. After the flood, Noah and his 3 sons were tasked with continuing the lineage of humanity. With only 8 people remaining, Noah, his wife, their 3 sons, and their 3 daughters-in-law, humanity had to start anew. In the Bible, Ham, the son of Noah, is recognized as the ancestor of African and black peoples. His name is consistently associated with Africa, and the Book of Psalms identifies him as the ancestor of the ancient Egyptians. Rabbinical traditions, ancient tales of the Jewish people, and other ancient traditions also consistently identify him as the ancestor of African peoples. The descendants of Ham mentioned in the 10th chapter of the book of Genesis include Cush, who was the father of several African peoples, and Mizraim, who was the father of the ancient Egyptians. It is worth noting that Arabs, Jews, Syrians, and other peoples refer to Egypt as Mizraim in reference to its origin. Other sons of Ham are put in Canaan, with Canaan being the father of the Canaanites, who are distinct from the Africans. It is essential to understand that Canaan represents a distinct region and people. The sons of Cush include Havilah, Sabta, Rama, Sheba, and Nimrod. Nimrod, who was an ancestor of the native peoples of ancient Babylon and the Sumerians, established cities in Assyria, including Babel, during his reign. Furthermore, Mizrahi, the son of Ham, is believed to be the ancestor of various North African peoples, including the Ammonites, Leabites, Naphtuhites, Patricids, and Casualites. From these lineages, the Philistines and pickpockets emerged. Mizrahi's descendants also include the people of Ethiopia. It is believed that all Ethiopians trace their ancestry back to Cush, as do the people of Nubia, which was known as the Kingdom of Cush in ancient times. These nations and peoples, spawned by Cush, are not limited to Cush and Nubia alone. They also include the ancient Sumerians and the Kingdom of Samaria, whose people are said to descend from Nimrod, the rebellious son of Cush. Furthermore, it is believed that the peoples of South India, as well as various African groups such as Malians, Eritreans, Kenyans, Congolese, and Bantus from Gabon, have Cushite ancestry. In the Bible, the term Cush is often associated with Ethiopia, Sudan, and Africa, and its literal meaning is Ethiopia or black. Cush was also the father of Canaan and Mizrahi, also known as Mitraine. Mizrahi is considered the ancestor of the ancient Egyptians and many North African peoples, including the Berbers and the dark-skinned Tuaregs. Interestingly, all Semitic peoples, such as the Arameans, Arabs, and Israelites, refer to Egypt as Mizrahi. This designation is used in several ancient languages, including Aramaic, Arabic, and Hebrew. In the book of Psalms, specifically in chapter 78, verse 51, it is mentioned that God struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, the firstfruits of manhood, in the tents of Ham. In addition to Mizrahi, Ham also had a son named Put or Phut. It is interesting to note that the name Put or Phut originates from a word that means landmark and refers to tribal hunters in Africa. Put is considered the father of the native black Libyans of Libya and several other African peoples. Now, regarding the famous curse of Ham and the subsequent curse on Canaan, many misinterpretations have arisen in antiquity based on the description in Genesis chapter 9. The text states that after Noah became drunk, his son Ham did not help him, but instead mocked his father by telling his brothers about Noah's nakedness and drunkenness. However, there are multiple interpretations of this text, which are not the focus here. Noah placed a curse specifically on Canaan, one of Ham's sons. While it may seem like an exaggerated response from Noah, in that era, the respect for fathers was considered almost sacred. Although Noah's actions were apparently wrong, interpretations of these texts suggest that Noah accidentally became intoxicated when he discovered wine from growing grapes, an act that had never been done before. Hence, God did not punish him. It is important to emphasize that Ham and his other 3 children, Cush, Mizrahi, and Put, are originally from African peoples. It is crucial to clarify that the curse does not fall on the black peoples, but on Canaan, the ancestor of the Canaanite peoples who inhabited the Middle East. Interpreting the biblical text as if African peoples were cursed is a serious error and a false interpretation. The curse specifically falls on Canaan, not the African peoples. Furthermore, it is worth noting that Ham, as the ancestor of all African and South Indian peoples, lived a very long life, as he was born before the flood. Ham enjoyed an exceptionally long lifespan, witnessing even the 5th and 6th generations of his family and ancestry. Interestingly, just like Shem, who is believed to have lived to around 600 years old or even longer, there is no precise confirmation of Ham's age, as the biblical texts do not mention it. However, it is presumed that he reached the age of 600 years, similar to his brother. The exact location of Ham's tomb remains unknown. According to theories and studies, it could be in the Ethiopian region or even in Nubia. Some suggest that he is buried in Mesopotamia, in the land of the Sumerians. However, many agree that Ham's tomb is in Africa, specifically in Sudan or Ethiopia. There are even suggestions that he could be buried in Egypt, which is intriguing considering Egypt's rich history and the continuous discoveries of ancient burials dating back thousands of years. The Book of Jubilees provides additional information about Ham's old age and events involving Noah's family and the 3 lineages, the lineage of Ham, the lineage of Shem, and the lineage of Japheth. This ancient Jewish manuscript, believed to be true during the time of Christ and even earlier, reports that Ham strongly disapproved of his youngest son Canaan's decision to settle in the land of Shem, which is now known as Israel. Ham and his other sons, Cush and Mizrahi, expressed their disagreement with Canaan's actions, urging him to leave that land as they believed African lands were reserved for the descendants of Ham. However, Canaan disobeyed their pleas and continued to dwell in the land, disregarding the wishes of his father and brothers, Mizrahi and Cush. According to the Book of Jubilees, Ham was credited as the founder of the first city and the first province after the flood. He named the city after his beloved wife, Meledumlach. Thank you very for watching. See you need video. I wish you a wonderful life.